Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now he's forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. They'll run it here. This is James White. And some room to run now. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Brady to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Brady. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Telvin Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can
for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lucy.
On 1st down, Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Hank.
Bortles now on 1st down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Spread right, 72.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. It's caught by Moncrief. And down inside the 15 he goes. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dante Hightower in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambo will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England Patriots taking over on offense. And 3 weeks in, I don't think many people saw them at 1-2, Charles. And this is an interesting note. Back-to-back losses by 10 or more points for the first time since 2002.
I don't normally do a bunch of numbers when it comes to New England. The only number that matters is the number of Super Bowl rings. But what you brought up is very interesting. Minus 20 in scoring differential through their first 3 games, and that's their worst since 1995. So a lot of negative numbers showing up on the side of New England at this point. But do we believe it'll continue this way? I certainly don't.
I don't. At least not for long. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. Brady to Gronkowski. Cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A give. This is Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nice 39, loosen. Green 80. Green 80. 11. Hey, 54, Ricky. Green is good.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Spread right, 72. 11B.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
And got his man complete. Gronkowski's going to go. The 20. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 68 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hank. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That escapes the sack. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
380.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes the field goal team once more. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He finds Yeldon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Bortles to the former Jets, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Bortles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Lucy. Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Again, it's Bortles. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And some room to work.